There are some things in Japan that need to exist everywhere, ideally tomorrow, because once you see what Japan casually uses every day, you start questioning the rest of the world. Why are we still wiping down shopping carts like part-time janitors? Why are hot meals at convenience stores still sitting under sad heat lamps instead of coming from futuristic bento dispensers? And why does Japan have robots returning lost items at train stations while other countries can't even keep track of a dropped wallet? Japan doesn't just solve problems. It solves the ones you didn't even notice until you see the upgrade and think, okay, who do I contact to bring this home? Today, we're looking at 14 things in Japan that absolutely need to exist everywhere, because life would be dramatically easier and way more fun if these were global. Number 1, self-sterilizing shopping carts. Picture this. You grab a shopping cart, and instead of wondering who used it before you or what mysterious stickiness they left behind, you slide it into a docking gate, and Japan does the rest. These self-sterilizing shopping carts roll through a compact sanitizing tunnel that sprays a fine disinfecting mist, wipes the handles, and UV blasts every surface in seconds. You pull it out on the other side, bone dry, sparkling clean, and ready to use. No wiping it down yourself, no awkward paper towel struggle, no hoping the store actually sanitized anything. It solves a universal problem. Nobody wants to start grocery shopping by playing Guess That Germ. And during busy hours, it keeps carts cycling faster, cleaner, and safer than any human staff ever could. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still handing out carts that feel like they've lived through several pandemics. Japan just said, let the machine handle it. And honestly, yes, let it. Number 2. Convenience store hot bento dispensers. Japan took the world's most reliable invention, the convenience store, and asked, what if getting a fresh hot meal took the same effort as grabbing a drink from a vending machine? Enter the hot bento dispenser. You walk into the store, tap the screen, choose your meal, karaage chicken, curry rice, yakisoba, you name it, and the machine instantly heats and serves a perfectly portioned, restaurant-quality bento. No waiting for staff, no microwaving it yourself. No lukewarm disappointment. These machines use rapid steam heating and internal temperature sensors, so every meal comes out evenly hot, perfectly moist, and shockingly fresh. And because the machine seals each box until the moment it's dispensed, the food stays safer and lasts longer. It solves a universal problem. Sometimes you want real food, fast, without the sad, microwaved at the gas station energy. Meanwhile, most countries are still selling pre-packaged meals that taste like they saw a microwave once and never recovered. Japan said, hot meal? Push a button. And honestly, that's the dream. Number 3, train station lost item return robots. Japan has mastered something every country struggles with, returning lost items efficiently. And their secret weapon? Adorable, highly practical lost and found robots patrolling major train stations. Here's how it works. When a commuter drops a wallet, umbrella, or even a bento box, station staff log it into a central system. Then a compact robot assistant rolls out, slow, steady, and polite, carrying the item to the station's main lost and found hub. It navigates crowds using sensors, avoids obstacles, and even announces its purpose so people know not to get in its way. Why does this matter? Because Japan's rail network moves millions of people daily and lost items pile up fast. These robots eliminate staff bottlenecks, keep walkways clear, and ensure misplaced belongings get processed instantly instead of hours later. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still putting found items on a random counter and hoping someone comes back. Japan just said, let a robot handle the reunion. And honestly, it works. If you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and tap like. It tells YouTube you want more of Japan's brilliantly simple inventions. And if you love discovering things you never knew you needed, hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this list. The next ones are even wilder. Number 4, automatic umbrella drying and wrapping stations. Japan has solved one of the greatest public building nightmares, dripping umbrellas turning every floor into a slippery obstacle course. At the entrances of malls, offices, and train stations, you'll find automatic umbrella dryers and wrapping stations that fix the entire problem in seconds. You insert your soaked umbrella into a slim vertical slot, and a ring of high-speed air jets blasts away the water. No noise, no spray, just a clean, dry umbrella. Right beside it, another machine slips a thin, eco-friendly sleeve onto the umbrella with one smooth motion. No fumbling, no plastic bags that never open, no puddles trailing behind you like a sad weather report. It keeps floors safe, reduces cleanup, and stops that awkward, sorry, my umbrella is attacking your legs moment in crowded spaces. Meanwhile, everywhere else is still relying on those flimsy plastic sleeves you have to wrestle open like you're cracking a safe. Japan simply said, dry it, wrap it, done, and honestly, every country needs this. Number 5, smart crosswalks that project LED walk lanes. Japan looked at the chaos of modern crosswalks. People glued to their phones, unclear signals, cars inching forward too early, and decided to upgrade the street itself. Enter smart LED crosswalks. These systems project bright, ground-level light strips that change color with the traffic signal, blue or green when it's safe to walk, red when it's not, and even animated pulsing patterns to warn distracted pedestrians who might be staring down instead of up. The lights stay visible in rain, fog, and at night, giving everyone a clearer, safer cue. Some versions even detect approaching vehicles and adjust brightness automatically, while others expand the projected lane during busy hours to prevent crowd bottlenecks. It solves the universal problem of messy, outdated crosswalks that rely on tiny blinking lights most people miss, especially those glued to their screens. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still painting faded white stripes and hoping drivers pay attention. Japan said, "If people look at the ground, put the signal on the ground." Simple, smart, life-saving. Number 6. Apartment mailboxes with anti-theft package lockers. Japan has solved the modern headache of missed deliveries and stolen packages with apartment mail systems that feel like they were designed by someone who truly understands daily life. Instead of a flimsy mailbox and a "sorry we missed you" slip, Japanese apartments use secure, built-in parcel lockers called takuhai boxes. Here's how it works. A courier leaves your package in a dedicated locker, locks it, and logs the delivery. You get a code or a key, and you retrieve it whenever you get home. No stress, no rushing back to meet the delivery window, and definitely no worrying about someone walking off with your box. Some buildings even have smart versions with digital authentication, temperature-controlled compartments for groceries, and automated return slots for sending things back. It solves the universal problem of package theft and delivery anxiety, a problem that seems to be getting worse everywhere else. Japan simply said, "Your package should wait for you, not the other way around." And honestly, that's the future every apartment needs. Number 7. Earthquake-proof sliding bookshelves. In a country where earthquakes are a normal part of life, Japan has turned home safety into an art form, starting with earthquake-proof sliding bookshelves. These aren't ordinary shelves. They sit on special tracks and lock into the wall with dampers that absorb shock. So when the ground shakes, your books don't launch across the room like chaotic paper missiles. During a quake, the shelves glide slightly to counter the movement, using the same technology found in high-rise stabilizers. Some even have automatic latches that snap shut to keep cabinet doors from swinging open. The result? Your home stays tidy, safe, and unbelievably calm, even during strong tremors. It solves a surprisingly universal problem: heavy items falling during natural disasters or even minor vibrations. And for people with kids or pets, it's next-level peace of mind. Meanwhile, other countries still treat bookshelves like stationary statues until something knocks them over. Japan said, "What if furniture moved with the earth instead of against it?" Brilliant. Number 8. Touchless elevator button. Holograms. Japan has officially ended the era of poking questionable elevator buttons with your finger, your knuckle, your sleeve, or whatever creative method you've invented to avoid germs. Instead, many buildings now use holographic elevator panels, floating, touchless buttons made of light. You simply hover your finger in front of the glowing number you want, and the sensor instantly registers it. No contact, no smudges, no mystery fingerprints from 10,000 previous riders. The hologram itself is crisp, bright, and responsive, created using projected light and infrared detection. Some elevators even add sound cues or slight haptic feedback through air pulses, making it feel like you're pressing a real button. It solves the everyday problem of shared surfaces, especially in busy buildings where elevator buttons are basically germ hotspots, and it's incredibly accessible. People with mobility issues or gloves can operate it effortlessly. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still wiping buttons with tissues and hoping for the best. Japan just said, "What if the button wasn't physical at all?" And honestly, genius. Number 9. Temperature-controlled bus shelters. Japan has turned the humble bus stop into a mini oasis of comfort. In cities with harsh summers and chilly winters, you'll find temperature-controlled bus shelters designed to keep commuters from suffering while they wait. These shelters use smart climate systems, heaters built into the benches for cold days, gentle cool air blowers for summer, and insulated glass that blocks UV and retains temperature. Some even adjust automatically based on real-time weather data, keeping the space consistently pleasant without wasting energy. You step inside and instantly feel the difference. No freezing winds, no scorching sun, no sweating through your clothes before you even board the bus. It solves a universal problem. Public transit is great until you have to wait for it. And for older commuters, kids, or anyone with mobility issues, the comfort isn't just nice, it's necessary. Meanwhile, most countries still treat bus stops like open-air survival chambers. Japan simply said, "If people have to wait, make the waiting good." And honestly, it changes everything. Number 10. RFID library, self-checkout plus auto-sorting returns. Japan has quietly revolutionized libraries by removing the slowest part of the entire experience: waiting in line. With RFID tagging, every book is embedded with a tiny chip that's instantly scanned the moment you place it on the checkout pad. No barcodes, no manual beeps. You stack 5 books, drop them on the reader, tap your card, and you're done in seconds. But the real magic happens when you return items. Instead of staff sorting through mountains of books, Japan uses automated return chutes. You slide your books inside, and the machine reads the RFID tags, logs the return, and sends each book down the correct internal conveyor. Fiction, language study, children's, reference, sorting everything faster than any human could. It solves a universal problem. Libraries are amazing, but the logistics behind them are painfully outdated. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still manually scanning books one by one like it's 1998. Japan said, let the system handle the paperwork, and suddenly libraries feel futuristic again. Number 11. Toilet stall occupancy floor lights. Japan has solved one of the most awkward public restroom problems, trying to figure out which stall is free without doing the slow, uncomfortable door check shuffle. Many Japanese restrooms now use floor-level occupancy lights, subtle LED strips that glow red when a stall is occupied and green when it's open. You see the entire status of the restroom the moment you walk in. No guessing. No bending down to look for feet. No knocking on doors and praying you didn't just interrupt someone's moment of peace. The lights are triggered by sensors inside the stall, not the lock itself. So even if someone forgets to latch the door, the indicator still shows it as occupied. It's cleaner, faster, and way more respectful for everyone involved. It solves the universal problem of restroom traffic jams, especially in busy places like malls, stadiums, and train stations. Meanwhile, most countries still rely on tiny, unreliable, occupied, vacant sliders that haven't worked properly since the 80s. Japan said, just put the signal on the floor. Simple, effective, brilliant. Number 12. Smart trash cans with fill-level sensors. Japan has turned something as simple as throwing away trash into a surprisingly efficient system. In busy public areas, you'll find smart trash cans equipped with fill-level sensors that constantly monitor how full they are. When the bin hits a certain percentage, it automatically sends an alert to the local waste management team, telling them exactly which bin needs pickup. No overflowing bags, no trash piled on top, no guessing. Some of these bins even compact the waste internally, increasing capacity and reducing collection frequency. Others track recycling patterns to help cities adjust pickup schedules and reduce costs. It's clean, organized, and shockingly effective. It solves a universal problem: public trash cans filling faster than anyone can empty them, leading to messes, smells, and a whole lot of "someone should really fix this." Meanwhile, most countries still rely on workers checking every single bin manually, rain or shine. Japan said, let the trash can tell us when it's full, and honestly, that's the kind of logic the whole world needs. If you want to see more amazing things Japan is doing better than the rest of the world, then like and subscribe. And make sure to watch the video on your end screen. It's packed with even more crazy things.